Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Pisces for the month of July, including late June 2023. So Pisces, we are in your fellow water sign of Cancer. So emotions, intuition coming up, element water, familiar territory for you. You are in your 5th house, which is the house of creativity and fun. So let's see what comes for you, Pisces. Page of Swords. Ooh. Things up in the air somewhat, maybe. Or it could also be this energy, Pisces, is someone sort of watching you. Someone social media wise, something like that. Keeping their eye on you, following you, which, you know, these days it's not that uncommon, is it? People scroll through and look at things and look at people, become fascinated by people. So in a way it's sort of it's a double-edged sword. So but just be aware of that as well, Pisces, won't you? Okay. But overall the meaning of the Page of Swords is nothing's sort of taken off yet. Everything's sort of ideas. It's floating around in the air. It's not earthed yet. So this is what we're going to sort of... But this 4 weeks is all about fun, creativity, catching up, having fun, all that kind of thing, that very light-hearted, creative, sort of youthful energy. Where you are right now. Justice. So the Justice card is a major card. It's all about balance. It's all about achieving that balance. And obviously, because we've got the Page of Swords as the energy, it's about just balancing things out for yourself. And maybe you have been working too hard, etc., etc. And now it's a bit of time, a time karmically to sort of, you know, balance up those sides of your life, work and life, like balance it up. Very much a karmic card, so what you put in you get out with this one whenever it appears. So it's like what's put in gets taken out, what's not put in, well, there's nothing to take out. That's as simple as you can talk about the Justice card, karma. So let's see what's influenced that to come in and influencing the rest of the reading. Strength. Strength is all about self-awareness, how that image is perceived by others, how you are perceived by others, and the same, you know, reciprocal. So it's about sort of being aware of how you project into the world. Maybe sometimes you might get some backlash from people and think, oh, I didn't do anything, but then upon a deeper look, you think, oh, not everybody will take you as you feel that you are or who you are. So it's very much a reckoning card of sort of having that time and stepping back and being able to assess your own self-awareness of how you appear to the world and vice versa, and fitting in terms of the norms of our society, basically. So that's an interesting card as well. So it's a major card too. So this is Leo, which is an interesting sign as well. They're very much front and centre with everything. You can always see the Leos are sort of at the forefront of all things going on. But then sometimes it's a bit like, oh, it's a bit of a limelight hog. But so there you are, you sort of get the gist of what this Strength card sort of asks us to do, and especially with balance there and justice. Okay, so let's look at the background of the story. So we're looking at May, June and what was going on there. Now this still has weight today. 9 of Pentacles, very independent card, very strong in terms of completion, having things done. but very much a singular energy card. It's talking about your own success and results that you have gained from your own hard work, basically. So it's a nice card to have. It's a very grounded card as well. So feeling quite good about yourself in terms of where you sit in your material world, in the world itself. And that's still around today. So you can still, you know, gather from that and glean from that what you will of, you know, self-worth, basically. Recent influences. 3 of Pentacles. So working well with others. This is a great card for great foundations having been built and sort of moving on up. But it's also, very importantly, Pisces, it's a card of spiritual learning too. So it sort of, you know, segs into your relationships as well. The lessons that you learn from your relationship, especially close relationships. Who's the teacher? Who's the student? Are you learning from them? Are they learning from you? Is it a reciprocal arrangement? Or is one person in charge and the other one just running around picking up after it? So it's sort of, once again, it's like a balancing card too. But in terms of learning those deeper lessons beneath the surface, it's very much about asking you to sort of reflect on that kind of arrangement that you have, not only at work, but also with your close relationships. What are you learning or what are you teaching? And vice versa. It's a good card to get, actually, to sort of stop yourself and make yourself sort of think, oh yeah, what am I? Who am I in this relationship? Let's have a look at the lesson you'll be learning. Page of Wands, another page. So good news is on the way. Things going really well for you. Enjoyable times. Looking forward to things that are happening. If you're waiting on good news, definitely coming in. It can herald children arriving as well, especially for Pisces at this time. It's creativity, so it could be a pregnancy coming to an end and a child being born. That's very much a child of, you know, sort of making things really sort of move forward and action. And yeah, great card actually. All around the Page of Wands is pretty good, and it sort of always talks about, you know, things really moving quite quickly and lots of action and positivity. So that's nice for you to have. Let's now look at the near future. 2 of Cups, so the soulmate card. So interestingly enough, if you've already got your soulmate there and you're with them, that is what will be the focus. It's about the soul contract that you have with that person. Going back to that 3 of Pentacles, it can sort of get you to really look at your relationship on a deeper level and sort of understand how the dynamics work in your relationship. For those who haven't got a relationship at the moment or haven't met their soulmate, they are incoming. But also look back to the other cards too and see all the sort of flags that and markers that sort of are asking you, okay, new person coming in, how are you going to be in this relationship? Because it will be an interesting one, that's for sure, for those of you who are not yet in that kind of relationship with somebody. What's happening that you're not realising? And we have the King of Swords. So very much this is the King. Whenever we get a King, this is not, you're not realising this. So this person is very much an air energy person. Aquarius, Gemini, or what's the other one? Libra. So very much he's a spin doctor. He can talk the legs off a chair. He's very sort of good at storytelling, at communicating, all that sort of thing. But just be careful with him too, because that's one thing to be able to be an orator, to be able to communicate. but what's actually going on? Or is he just communicating what he thinks you want to know, or what he thinks you should know? So with him, it's really interesting to see what lies beneath his surface, because he can be a bit tricky, as we know. Well, most people can be tricky, but yeah, with him, and there's a reason why he's sitting down here where you're not realising. It's just like, yeah, just it's about really digging deep. I think this time, this five of fifth house energy, but it's quite good. So if you've got that person in your life, or not even that person, that energy is in your life, it's about communicating as well and saying what you think, not just what you think people want to hear. Okay. How others see you. Nine of Cups, the wish card. So yes, everybody else thinks you've hit the jackpot. You've got your wish come true. Everything's fabulous for you in terms of emotionally, things are very stable. But that's how other people see you. Is that how you see yourself? That's the question to ask yourself. Let's now move on to positive feelings. So positive feelings, Wheel of Fortune, fantastic, destiny. This is your destiny right here. So look at the whole spread and just go, yeah, but I feel like Pisces, you know this. This is where you're meant to be. Good luck and expansion can come out of this as well. It's a very good card to get. In fact, it's probably the best card to get. So well done, Pisces. But just in short, it's just about where you are in destiny. The fact that you have been putting in a lot of effort and energy, you will get rewards. And on the other hand, if you haven't, well, you won't. So you have to sort of try and make that effort, in short. And then at the end, we get the Page of Pentacles. So new sort of projects coming up to put your teeth into. Literally things that will produce fruit for you later on. They will produce finance for you later on. Very good ideas coming in here to start in mid-July, kind of when we move into Leo. So this is a really nice card to get. So any projects that you've got or you're wanting to get off the ground in another couple of weeks, 3 weeks, is the time to do it. Just make it happen, which you will. Okay, the next one is the Oracle cards. These are brand new. I bought them in Glastonbury in the UK, and they are really wonderful because my old Oracle cards have really had to go to the retirement. So because they're new, I will be reading the Oracle that we pick for you, and I'm going to place it on the lesson. So it will be on the Page of Wands, which is your lesson. So good news, awaiting good news and good stuff coming in for you. So what's underneath that is that one. Get the book. And the card is Wealth, number 34. And I opened it at Wealth. Okay. This is a marker of abundance and success and the achievement of a goal. It can refer to real riches and tangible results such as money or possessions, but it can also portend a time of emotional satisfaction. It's always a reminder that things can be attained. Know that wealth includes sharing. For this card is also a reminder to give something away to help another, be it money, time, or anything of value. Sharing will also always ensure the flow of wealth. This marker is a very fortunate omen. You couldn't ask for more, Pisces. Have a great fifth house. Thank you so much for listening, and see you next time.